Traffic stop.
Did you expect this?
No.
Me neither. It's unbelievable. But classy ass jewelry and gifts. Leather belts made in Dakota Territory.
Oops. Oh, he's dirty. Oh my god, he is not happy. He wants his family.
This right here?
Yeah, and I met her in Northern California just per chance. And she's down here visiting right now.
Okay, I'm taking video now again, and I'd like to hear your story.
Oh, well, you want to hear the story of the
Yeah, I
horn
want to
feather?
hear your story.
Okay, the story of the horn feather, how these things were invented. I was 18 years old, and I was up in Oregon, and I was fishing, and I cast in to catch fish, and I hooked one. At the exact same moment, this osprey comes in and dives and gets a fish. Now, that's not when all this started, but that's my favorite place to fish now, right? So it's 12 years later, and I'm standing in the same spot, and I cast in to catch a fish, and the whole thing happens again, you know. Another osprey comes in and gets not quite the same timing as the first one, only this time there was a kid watching me in the field do it. He comes running over, he goes, wow, man, that was awesome. And I said, well, I probably knew his granddad, you know. And we chatted for a little while, and before he left, he handed me a piece of horn about this big. He goes, hey man, you want this? I said, what is it? And he goes, it's buffalo horn. And I said, okay. I said, yeah, I'll take that, you know. And I was sitting around the fire that night looking at it, and it had a little broken end on it, kind of like my feathers did. And I said, man, that looks like a feather. And I took a big flat file, and I scraped a few notches in it, and threw it in my backpack, right? Well, 2 years later, I'm cleaning out my backpack, and I find it in there, and I'm a tool guy, so I polish it up, and it gets all shiny. But I throw it in the drawer because I'm leaving, right? And, you know, a year after that, I find it in the drawer, you know. And I said, man, I got to do something with this, so I do a quick little thing, not as cool as the ones I'm doing now, but just a little wrap on it, and I put it on. And 2 days later, I'm walking down the street in San Diego, Ocean Beach, where I lived. I was a carpet layer over there, lived at the beach for 28 years. And walking down the street, and this fellow walks up and he goes, wow, where'd you get that? That's beautiful. Now I'm all proud, going, yeah, that's right, I made that. And he goes, can you make me one? And I said, well, no, you know, where do you get a horn, you know? And he looked at me funny and walked away. 2 days after that, I'm taking a walk down to the pier, you know, in Ocean Beach, and here he comes. He's got a rack of black and white bullhorn, and he shoves them in my hand. And he says to me, he says, if you make one for me and my wife, you can have it. And I go, okay, deal, you know. So it takes me a couple of weeks to do because I don't have the tools and stuff to do it. They're all carved with a file, but, you know, I had to cut it with a hacksaw instead of a bandsaw, you know, and grind it. You know, I kind of thinned it out by hand and stuff. And then, yeah, I made them little eagle feathers. It was black and white, right? A little white on the bottom, a little black on top. And they paid me $20 a piece for them, and that was back in 1982, and that's what I sell them for today. It's
really?
$20 each, yes. That's for a pendant, pair of earrings, or a bracelet. That's my wholesale price to stores. I put them in stores all over the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And one-time deal, though. I haven't used a phone in 10 years since I quit my job laying carpet. I do not use the telephone. I will not use the telephone. I won't put one to my head.
Wow.
I don't want to do it, you know? And you can ask any of these people on the lot about that, and they'll go, oh my God, it gets weird when you put a phone near them.